Good afternoon, amigos, from
Jalpan and the Sierra Gorda.
Querétaro. Today we are kayaking on this beautiful lake in the Sierra Gorda here in Mexico.
It's so pretty.
I believe we're also going to archaeological site. This place is amazing. Hopefully we can give you some good shots. Hopefully we don't ruin the cameras with water.
Yes, after being in Mexico City last week, I think it's crazy to think that this is just a few hours north and it is insanely peaceful. We're the only group of people here, so it's very serene.
Let's go.
I hope I don't tip the kayak. How is it?
Well, we haven't tipped over yet, so that's good.
Yet? I took my phone out of the waterproof case bag.
It's extremely beautiful here. It reminds me, Hillary just said, of Mascota. That's the only time, other than the Cascada Tamul, that we've ever kayaked in Mexico. Man, super pretty, very cool, muy chido. We have talked about how there's still a lot of colonial cities, a lot of cities left to explore in Mexico, obviously, but Hillary and I love doing outdoor stuff. So the last,
I love when Greg rows for me. It's hard work.
Few weeks of being able to explore the Sierra Gorda, Huasteca Potosina area has just been really good.
It really has. All right, get to rowing, boy.
That was a lot of fun.
My arms are tired.
Oh, okay. She did not row one bit. She found some friends. Hillary found a friend.
What can I say? The dogs love me.
And now we're getting back in the car. I think we're going to an archaeological site, and maybe I can get some coffee in my future as well.
We're going to visit your mom?
Okay. 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 Quite possibly the most inaccessible archaeological site in all of Mexico, Tancama. We are in the Sierra Gorda in Querétaro. I believe this was the site of the Huastecos, and they lived here from around 900 to 1200 BC. BC is DC is DC is okay. AC or AD. I get my time. They lived here from 900 to 1200 AD. And apparently, the whole political thing we did the other day is not the only rules we've broken in Mexico or are breaking. Apparently, you're not supposed to film here, but
we're breaking the rules for you.
Sound out here.
The cicada thing.
Okay.
Sickening. Cicada.
It's crazy. I feel like it doesn't have anything to do with that we're like at an archaeological site, at an old historical site, but it just feels ghostly.
It's a little eerie.
But anyways, this, if you can see this cerro, this mountain, this hill behind me, this area, this zone was kind of mapped after this. So you can see 2 or 3 little hills within the hill. That's exactly how the plaza or the site was. This gives you a little better view. So you've got just like that.
Stair steps.
And how many people lived here? They don't
know, but it served as like a passing ground, right? So people would come through here.
Right.
Or so.
It didn't seem like it was never like a huge population center like Teotihuacan, but more of like a trading area. I never really heard much about the Huastecos, so very interesting.
Wow.
Teca.
we have 4 mind-blowing, entertaining facts for you. The first is this little guy is what is making those noises. I think, it's got ants. I think in English it would be called a cicada, but they call it something here that sounds like cigarette. Second interesting fact is before this was known to be an archaeological site, before any restoration happened, the townspeople from around here came and took the stones to build their houses. So whether they knew it was an archaeological site or not, I'm not sure. But,
well, they needed a house, so they didn't care.
Right, and the team, but I think since then, community members from here in the state have come and restored this area so that people like us and people like you can enjoy it and hopefully preserve what is left of this incredible site.
Yeah.
Fun fact number 3, the game, they had a field here, Juego de Pelota. Where you hit the ball.
Wait, hold on. You do what?
Where you hit the ball off your hips.
Okay.
And this is the only field in the entire area, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Where this game was played. So if you can put yourself back then and imagine a Huera doing this.
Okay.
And the last fun fact is, like Greg showed you earlier, there are 3 distinct levels of this site, and the top level was for the elite. So that's where I would hang out.
Okay, I'd be down at the bottom.
Step down for as the lower class people, which is very interesting. I feel like that's sort of how all pyramid style things work. But it's very interesting how there are distinct socioeconomic classes,
right, that are like literally represented in how the site was built. Last thing, I think some of these like, not quite pyramids, sites, if you will, were more circular instead of more like rectangular, square, triangular. Right. So I think that's very unique to what we've seen here in Mexico.
Let's go find more cicadas.
Now I'm trying to film quietly because we're not supposed to be filming. We're gonna try and safely make it back home. It's about a 30-45 minute drive in these things. I wasn't kidding when I said, yeah, pretty inaccessible, but definitely worth it.
On a 4-wheeler.
Extremely cool, very pretty views, and one of the more unique sites. I mean, I say that every archaeological site is extremely unique.
Because no one else can get here. That's what makes this one unique, is that not very many other people have probably ever been to this place. Let us know if you have, because we gotta meet you.
Based on our short experience in Mexico, I encourage you to see any archaeological site, however big or small, go to it. Worth your time, worth the money, worth the trip.
I agree.
Vámonos. Well, amigos, we made it back to Jalpan, barely. We're muddy. Hillary
we helped on.
It was
4-wheeler.
A lot of fun going through these rural areas of It was fun for me. The rural areas of the Sierra Gorda. Now, I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm not sure. We're gonna eat, we're gonna drink, we're gonna walk, we're gonna see, we're gonna visit.
We're going to explore more with you. The archaeological sites, I know we say it every single time about Mexico, but I think from someone who is not innately interested in these sorts of things, in history and sort of our predecessors, as terrible as that sounds, I think archaeological sites are a huge exception for me, and they've really allowed me to learn more about the past history of Mexico and to explore the culture on sort of a deeper level.
Well, and it's so much more meaningful than reading it in a history book, and I really think that's kind of where Hillary's coming from, is it's not that she doesn't care about history, it's just that reading a book sometimes isn't the most interesting, but visiting the place is always a blast. Thank you guys so much for watching, and sincerely, thank you. Everything you do for us allows us to create partnerships like this that allow us to explore Mexico and share Mexico with the world. So,
hashtag create the road trip. It's hard.
Hashtag gracias. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, click the bell that we get notified every time.
I was just doing an extra long wind up. every time
we upload a Querétaro road trip video, and we will see you guys
mañanita.